they need to call out our leaders. So I'm hoping, hope given that he's younger, maybe he would represent the youth more, because the youth need way, way, way better governance. In Nigeria, the youth is the majority of the population. So he would be speaking for a whole lot of people if he could speak some truth to power. Before we get into these topics, I'm going to need you guys to please like, share, comment, most importantly, subscribe. What do we have here? Olu of Warri. Yes, the 21st Olu of Warri was recently crowned. It was a really big deal. I know online, there were a lot of people really following the coronation. It was on the 21st, so that was about 2 days ago. Yeah, there were a lot of people following the coronation online. I kept wondering how come people were all of a sudden so enamored with this particular Olu of Warri. I'd never really seen him. I'd never really seen that position be talked about that much before. But then I started to realize there was something unique about this one. First of all, I think it's the first time we're gonna actually witness a coronation and actually play out online. So for Nigerians in the diaspora, Nigerians back home, I think it was a special moment. But I think another thing that made it special was the fact that this guy happens to be 37 years old. His name is Omoba Tusola Emiko, and I'm going to pull up his picture. He has a really great looking family here. He's 37 years old, meaning he's a millennial. So maybe I might be mistaken, but I think this is the first time that we have someone within our generation, the millennial generation, actually being coronated and being put in this kind of position. He also happens to be, well educated. I think he schooled in the U.S. too. I'm going to go over some highlights of his background. 1 second here. So this is from the punchng.com website. So this is Punch. I'm giving full credit. Don't say I'm stealing this. 5 things to know about 21st Olu of Warri designate. His full name is Utie Ini Orich. I call him Tusola Emiko. Yeah, there he is with his 3 kids, 2 boys, a beautiful wife. Nice picture there. And this article is by Victoria Edeme. So on 20th of August 2021. The Olu of Warri designate Tusola, full name, I'm not going to repeat it, Emiko, is set to be crowned as the 21st ruler of the Warri Kingdom in Delta State on Saturday. In this piece, the Punch highlights 5 things you should know about the Olu of Warri designate Emiko. All right. Birth and youth life. He was born April 2nd, 1984 to Prince Godwin Torisheju Emiko, the late Ogiame Atuwache II, and Gladys Duro Rike Emiko in Warri. The Olu designate is a descendant of Olu Akengbua. Education. Emiko attended NNPC Primary School in Warri and later Adeshoye College, Ofa, Kwara State, for his secondary education between 1995 and 2001. We're practically in the same set. Not quite, but close. He then proceeded to Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio, USA, where he bagged his Bachelor's of Arts between 2002 and 2006, majoring in international studies and political science while minoring in history and economics. In 2007, he earned a Master's of Science in Management, also from Case Western Reserve University. The Olu designate is an avid sportsman, having participated in different sports including swimming, kayaks, basketball, American football, and soccer. He also happens to be a serial entrepreneur. And then they list a bunch of businesses he's been in. He believe he, on returning home to Nigeria in 2008, Prince Tshola Emiko served in the public. It's probably pronounced Shola. I don't know why I'm stressing the T in it. The funny thing, I actually happen to be a quarter Ishekiri, so you think I'd at least know a little bit of something about how to pronounce the Ishekiri names. Prince Shola Emiko served in the Public Affairs Department of National Petroleum Investment Management Services for the NYSC scheme. Thereafter, he worked from 2009 to 2010 as an officer at the Shell Nigeria Closed Pension Fund administrator, and later at Sahara Energy as government relations officer between 2010 and 2012. He's had quite the life, quite the experience. Serial entrepreneur, the Olu designate is the founder of Noble Nigeria Limited and Coral Curator Limited. He is the chairman of Ocean Marine Security Limited and director Gulf of Guinea Limited and Vessel Link Big Limited. Enough businesses, though. While his business acumen may be said to have flowed from his late father. Family life. Prince Tshola Emiko is a loving and caring husband to Ivie Uhonoma Emiko, daughter of popular Edo business mogul, late Idahosa Okumbo. The couple has 3 children, Orishe Semiaye, Orishe Setemison, and Orishe Timei. I like that Timei name. One of my favorite uncles is Timei. Uncle Timei, shout out. Yeah, man. So it was a pretty big deal. I'm gonna show some highlights online, where some highlights of the coronation is one of them. He gave this really rousing speech where he shouted out women. I think the actual quote, and I've been seeing it a lot online, was, so of course all the girls online are going crazy for him. He is of our generation, so I think there are big expectations for him. And the fact that this whole coronation played out online, I think it definitely elevated that his awareness, his brand awareness, or at least the brand awareness of that monarchy. Behold, some nice pictures here, man. Looking dapper. I like this. This is dope. This is nice. Okay, there he is. That's what he looks like. He's looking good, man. Yeah, that's nice. That there is nice, man. Red. He also happens to be Catholic, I believe. I'm trying to see these quotes that everyone kept talking about. Oh, I say to our women today, you will no longer be invisible. Olu of Warri, Ogiame, Atuwache the third, the 21st. Olu of Warri coronation is beautiful. To be honest, personally, I think monarchies aren't really, these days, I don't really even think they serve much of a purpose. Starting with the British monarchy, they just seem to be, like figureheads. But I do get it. It comes with tradition, and they're like symbols for people's culture. So I get it. But in terms of like practically, if they really do anything, I'm not sure that they do. But given that this guy is of our generation, I'm thinking maybe he may be able to bring awareness to some things that that maybe are worth bringing awareness to. Hopefully, see what else we have here. These monarchs, most of them, they're in the politicians' pockets. Let's be honest. I mean, the same thing can be said for the Olu of Ife. He was placed there by a lot of politicians, and that's just how it works in Nigeria, man. It's politics are involved in these things, but they also come with a certain amount of clout, political clout. Yeah, they do. They do have followers from their respective. I'm talking about monarchs in general, especially the ones in Nigeria. They do come with a certain amount of clout. See, yeah, that's his wife. That is Ivie Emiko. the title Olori Atuwache the third. Good for them, man. Good for them. Good for them. I have hope in this guy, given that he's of our generation, and I'm hoping he can bring a different twist to his monarchy. You know, he can be a refreshing, like a breath of fresh air. I don't like it when these politicians start, palling around with them, because most of our politicians are corrupt. And when I see them among them palling around, to me it just tells me they're in their pockets. It'll be nice for him to be able to call out. That's the one thing that these monarchs need to do more often. They need to actually call out our leaders. They need to call out our leaders. So I'm hoping, hope given that he's younger, maybe he would represent the youth more, because the youth need way, way, way better governance. In Nigeria, the youth is the majority of the population. So he would be speaking for a whole lot of people if he could speak some truth to power. And I'm hoping he could take some steps towards that. And at least not just be a stooge for these politicians. That's what a lot of them are. Yeah, that's another view of the... Yeah, it's called the boat regatta to mark the coronation. That's some cool shit. Some dope shit, man. That's culture right there. That's part of what I like about these celebrations. It's like it's a way to preserve our culture. And these monarchs they're like the stewards. They're one of the stewards of our traditions back home. So, there's a lot of good here, especially when I see young people being exposed, young Nigerians being exposed, young Ishekirians being exposed, and seeing these, particularly the ones in the diaspora. This is really good. This is your tradition. This is a part of your
and you are watching
lineage,
live here, where the activity is taking place, and Shekiri daughters and wife association. That is what you are seeing right away. And
that's
in a long while, you are going
colorful boats. Yeah, man, they know how to show out. Oh yeah, he also gifted himself a Rolls Royce 2021 Bentley. Good for him. Good for him. Please like, share, comment, most importantly, subscribe.